Don't tamper with the will of the people, Pastor Enenche warns Inec. The founder and general overseer of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Pastor Paul Enenche, has decried the desperation of some Nigerian political office seekers and their political thug to animals over their alleged involvement in destroying the peaceful conduct of the 2023 presidential election. The man of God made a comparison while reacting to the just concluded election during his sermon at the Dunamis International Gospel Center on Sunday. According to him, the behavior that was exhibited by some of the political leaders and their thugs during the election is similar to those that are common in the animal kingdom. While lamenting over some irregularities during the election, the man of God said, despite the patriotism, enthusiasm, and determination of the people to vote for a credible candidate, it was unfortunate that some enemies of the nation still managed to perpetuate electoral evils. He said, unfortunately, the human demons in our custody and their lunatic agents in various parts of the country didn't allow for a peaceful and just election in those places. Videos, recordings of their misdeeds were flying from Lagos, Rivers, Kogi, Anambra, Abuja, and so on, with thugs at the helm of affairs in certain units. Some were saying, if you are not voting our party, leave here, at a polling unit in Lagos, and a policeman was standing there. He continued, the question is, who are the kinds of leaders or aspirants who would orchestrate those kind of criminalities? They are worthless, valueless, and mobile disasters that have neither credibility nor quality to command any form of followership or win elections. So they have to resort to criminality, thuggery, and all forms to manipulate devices to attempt to win. When you look at them, they look like animals, both those thugs and those who sent them. What monkeys will not do, what bamboos will not do, are what these human demons do in the name of so-called desperately aspiring leaders, animals trying to lead human beings. Impossible. While warning the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) to be fair with the election results, the pastor warned that any attempt to manipulate the results and thereby frustrate the people would result in unimaginable consequences. Inec is strongly advised to do the right thing and do it on time. Issues of inability to upload results on the server, failure of results upload from BVA's machines, and delay in the arrival of results, especially from the northern part of the country, are raising many suspicion. Kindly ensure that it is not a game as usual. Every attempt at scuttling the will of the people or frustrating the zeal of the youth will only produce unimaginable consequences. People have voted and they are watching their votes. People already have the results of their polling units. He concluded that how well the Inec chairman handled this election will determine how his name will go down in the history book. I'm talking to the Inec chairman now. Do the right thing and go down in history in honor and dignity, or do the wrong thing and go down in shame, ignominy, and infamy forever. Here is Pastor Enenche, Paul Enenche, sending serious warning to Inec. We know that in the just concluded election that took place on the 25th of February, Saturday, different areas, different states had different experiences. To our surprise, to the amazement of voters, some centers, no voting took place. Inec officials did not arrive. The ones that Inec officials arrived said there were no materials for them to conduct the election. How shocking. Was this on purpose? And the question that was on the lips of Nigerians was that in the northern part of the country, those areas, there was no report of areas that voting materials did not get to. How come is the other part of the country? Is it a game? Is it a plan? Voters left their houses very early. Citizens left their houses very early to fulfill their civil obligation to vote their choice candidate, but shockingly waited hours and hours, and at the end of the day, went back. Some persons in Rivers State did not vote. They traveled down to their villages, and there was a particular village, we did report that one here. They went there. There was no the INEC officials there said they just gave some excuses that they're unable to conduct the election there because they don't have all the facilities, everything they need. They will not be able to carry out the election. And up to now, we know INEC has not really said anything what will happen in those areas, and how they are going to mitigate all of those things and put things in place so that the results that are being released, Nigerians will be satisfied that yes, this is our result and this is what we voted for. Pastor Enenche is warning Inec that he should be sure that this election result is not manipulated. If not, something is coming. He was talking about these politicians, and we know he was speaking to them particularly. We know the ones he was speaking to, the ones that were using thugs, that used thugs to disrupt election. We saw a video of where a thug was scaring people that if you are not ready to vote for this party, leave here. And security agents were there. They were standing by. We know some other areas that thugs try to disrupt. They rose up to the occasion, but it looks like in some areas they are meant to just be quiet and pay a deaf ear and don't say anything. Probably those areas they've been bought. So unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. Anyways, guys, Pastor Enenche, I don't know if we saw that sermon yesterday. This was just yesterday. He was really boiling. The man was boiling. He was speaking because he went out himself to vote. Himself and his wife, they went out, but they could see what is going on. And we know with the reports coming from every quarter, from different places in the country, it is one language that something is not adding up. INEC, they are trying to play some games, delay with release of results. Even some centers, polling units where voting took place, they said, oh, we can't transmit the results. No network, no data, no pin. We don't have the code, we don't have the password to log in, no electricity. They gave all sorts of excuses, and guess what? Those excuses, they are just unbelievable. As though INEC didn't plan for this election. INEC that has been ringing the bell saying they are all set, they are ready, they have everything sorted out. These are the same people giving excuses that some of them even say, oh, we are not trained to carry out this particular function. We need to wait for our bosses to come. You can imagine. At the moment, all eyes are on Inec, and like Paul Enenche concluded, that Inec has the choice of doing the right thing so that their name will go down in history, that they did a good job. Well, guys, leave us your own thoughts. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.